Okay, hi. It is currently like 11:30
At night.
at night, and I'm going to try to recount the entire plot of Annie the musical, having never seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
So, Annie is about these group of orphans, and
Yeah.
all of them are named Annie.
Mm-hmm.
And the main Annie is special because she is a ginger,
Yeah.
and she doesn't want to be an orphan anymore. Her big "I Want" song, as we all know, is about wanting new parents. And then
That was actually right.
so they're cool. So they're all singing about how it's a hard knock life, and they're all being orphans and getting beat by getting beat every day.
This is dark.
Yeah, well, it's a dark musical.
Sure.
That's why kids do it.
Yeah.
And so, and I don't know if you know this, but this is actually the musical where they sing "Don't Rain on My Parade," where the orphan beaters are beating the orphans, and Annie
As they do.
and Annie heroically gets up and shields all the other orphans and goes, "Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter."
I'd like to mention that you don't know the song either.
Which one? "Don't Rain on My Parade"?
Yes,
I don't know that
you know
song.
the first line, and you don't know the melody or the words for the rest
Don't
of the song.
you dare bring a cloud to rain on my parade.
Almost.
Cool. So anyway, so after Annie protects the other orphans from being beaten, a very rich man sees this and
He sees this.
Yeah, he sees them being beaten, and he sees her heroic act, and he's like, "I want to adopt that one." So the very
Give
rich
me that one who's basically a grown woman.
she'll be easy to raise.
Ew.
And, well, like, not like that.
I know, it's just ew. I don't like that.
Anyway, so Annie's like, fuck yeah, a rich man just adopted me. And he buys her a ton of shit. He buys her a bouncy castle, and she sings a song called "Don't Rain on My Bouncy Castle."
Every rest of the song in the show is like
It's a hard knock life for my bouncy castle. And anyway, this rich man actually is doing research, scientific research.
Mm-hmm.
And he is trying to genetically clone and bring back from the dead Annie's parents.
Oh.
To go back to her big "I Want" song about wanting new parents.
Oh, of course.
He's going to fulfill that want.
Sure.
And so he works day in and day night. and then he sings "Don't Rain on My Parade" reprise. It's, basically his "Don't Rain on My Parade," while Annie was singing it to the orphan beaters. He's singing "Don't Rain on My Parade" to all of his failure in his scientific life.
I thought you were gonna say like to the scientist because it wasn't.
No,
working
he's
or
the only
something.
scientist.
Oh.
There's no other scientists.
Oh.
It's just him doing this research.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, he's doing some independent research for
Okay. Is he a scientist?
Yale, I want to say. No, yeah, he's a scientist.
Okay.
Anybody who does science is a scientist.
Sure, but like, does he have experience in cloning or?
Well, the musical's unclear about it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty
That's kind of
unclear about.
ambiguous.
It's an old musical.
Anyone
they're
can
really
do anything.
Yeah, anyone can do anything. I want to, the musical's old. It doesn't really explain that kind of stuff. Old movies and old musicals. But the rich man is played by Jamie Foxx, by the way.
Yeah.
In the original Broadway cast. And anyway, the show ends with Annie getting her parents genetically cloned, and they're back. But obviously, but that's just the Act 1 finale.
Mm-hmm.
I just said that was the end of the show. I lied. That's just the Act 1 finale, because the Act 2 opener begins with her genetically cloned parents actually being zombies, and the zombies take over the world. They eat the rich man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they eat Jamie Foxx.
That's awful.
And then
Do you remember the character's name?
Mr.
No.
Doctor?
Nope.
Does he have a title? I remember him having a title.
Yes.
What is it?
Do you know the last name?
No.
It's Daddy Warbucks.
Daddy Warbucks?
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, he gets eaten by zombies.
Okay.
And
R.I.P. Daddy Warbucks.
yeah, Daddy Warbucks gets eaten by zombies. and then they eat Annie, actually. Really bold to kill off your main character at the beginning
crazy.
of Act 2. And they sing...
She's dead the whole of Act 2.
And the zombies sing Don't Brain on My Parade.
I hate you. That was awful. That was horrible.
No, that was really good. I'm really proud of that one. No, but anyway, so they sing Don't Brain on My Parade.
Uh-huh.
And now the musical's about these zombies, right?
Sure.
How are we going to stop these zombies? Turns out the orphan beaters, now that the zombies, by the way, take over the orphanage and eat all the orphans.
Okay.
They're all dead.
As I assumed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they what was I just saying?
That the zombies took over.
Right. So the orphan beaters, not that they have no orphans to beat anymore, change their occupation to zombie beaters, and they start beating the shit out of the zombies.
They didn't eat the wardens?
No.
Okay.
No, they
only wanted children.
Yeah, so they actually figure out. Thank you. You interrupted me before I got to the big plot twist. That the zombies only can eat children.
Mm.
Anyway, the orphan beater. My phone just buzzed. Anyway, the orphan beaters / zombie beaters just start beating the shit out of these fucking zombies, and they sing "Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter."
And believe it or not, that's the big tap number of the musical.
They start tap dancing on the zombies' heads. It's like curb stomping. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of the show. Is the zombies?
The zombies have a happy ending.
The zombie beaters beat the zombies.
Oh, got it.
Stupid.
I thought it was the other way around.
No.
Okay,
The zombie beaters get the upper hand.
So the people that we were supposed to hate in the beginning of the show actually become the heroes.
Yeah, it's a really good subversion of expectations.
Okay, got it.
Because I feel like so many musicals these days don't want to make people who beat orphans into sympathetic characters.
Yeah, every musical these days.
Yeah, but Jamie Foxx, who wrote the show, actually, Jamie Foxx, who wrote the show, he really wanted to subvert expectations. It was the only musical he's ever written, and I think he honestly nailed it. I need to write this musical now.
Yeah, I have a story. Wait, no. It's part of it.
Oh, okay.
When I was in 6th grade and we did Annie at my middle school, the guy that played Daddy Warbucks actually shaved his head bald and waxed it for the role. He didn't want to wear a bald cap, so he shaved off all his hair.
Dedication for a middle schooler.
Seriously, he was I think he was a 7th grader. No, he must have been an 8th grader, which is also really embarrassing because
he said he did it for the role, but he actually just had lice. To shave his head.
He was gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. He was like, "Well, it's a good thing I'm playing this character."
Yeah, and funny enough, I don't remember what night this was. It must have been the last night because I don't remember. I don't know. It must have been the last night of the run. He peed his pants on stage, and the girl who played Annie slipped in it and broke her arm.
Oh my god.
On stage.
That's so funny.
I don't even remember what the fuck happened, but I know he peed his pants and it made Annie break her arm.
Oh my god. Wait, how did she slip and pee that was in his pants?
No. He peed his pants. It came out onto the stage.
Oh, okay. I thought she slipped on his crotch.
That doesn't have anything to do with him peeing his pants. What the hell?
Yeah.
No, he it was like a puddle on the floor, and she slipped in it.
Ew.
I know.
I don't think I would ever do theater ever again after
Seriously. That. No, she's doing great.
Yeah, that woman, Lea Michele.
She actually is doing great. She's in New York now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that woman actually grew up to be Meryl Streep.
Played Annie and slipped in pee and broke her arm.
Yeah. I bet Meryl Streep has tons of stories like that. Get Meryl Streep on the horn.
Yeah.
Can you call her?
Get Meryl Streep on this podcast.
This is a podcast?
Now it is.
We
We're
should
talking
do,
for 10
oh my
minutes.
God, we should start a podcast where it's just us, like, sleepily talking right before we go to bed. Like 10,
Yeah.
15 minutes
Yeah,
of
I
just us
agree.
talking like this.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
Yeah.
And comment down below if you want to see that.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.